Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year. Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He's in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Open man, it's Allen. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9.
At the Saints' 30-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Touchdown, L.A.
Herbert's pass.
Hunter Henry. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Saints nothing. Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And Sanders has got it complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he powers powers his way up past the 30.
Kareem Hunt, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily...
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 16 yards, a first down.
That's good for a Saints. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Rodgers now on first down. Flushed out right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Rodgers eluding the pressure right. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
3rd and long.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Deontay Harris on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm, and right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor there. Well, thank you, Dr. Davis.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Now, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah.
Got it, man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards.
20-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
24. Saints nothing.
A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete.
Rodgers.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
3rd and 5.
Rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Kareem Hunt is running back, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers.
A lot can go wrong.
Now Rodgers lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like...
That's caught. It's Sanders for the Saints touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit.
Conversion.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Saints 8.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This taken in about 4 yards deep.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Desmond King on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
On the tackle.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
It's a gain of 10.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Intended for Keenan.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 14. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And some room to maneuver. And now look at him go. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kareem Hunt, 96 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit.
Saints, 16.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince of Mukamara. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And Thomas has it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll take a shot for the end zone. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. That'll be complete to Cook. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
At the 44-yard line.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Fortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Tackle made at his 48.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On third down, here's Eckler. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Subsequent gains of 3, 4, and now 5 yards. Good enough for the first down. Complete for Henry with the grab. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First down, and they stick with Eckler. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Cameron Jordan made the
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Williams.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Called a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen as the first half is winding down. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Rodgers. He's going to let it go again. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Looking long for Thomas. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Intended for Michael Thomas.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Deep for the Chargers, Desmond King. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back. The end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Rodgers now on first down. And this is caught for the ground. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Forced out to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. They'll go screen here to Hunt, and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Rodgers again now.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run for it. This is Murray. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down.
A 5-yard pickup brings
They'll
up
try and run with Murray. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints get a bit closer. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10. 5. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
22.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up
maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On the give, this is Eckler.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Jackson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From the 50, here's Herbert. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. To throw again. Herbert on the screen. This is Eckler. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Flush to his right, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. He's got Smith here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chargers' 43-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
30, Austin Eckler.
The tackle by Janoris Jenkins.
He's brought down at his own 4-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Once more, here's Eckler. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
From his own end zone, Herbert. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
The score, Chargers 33, Saints 28.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Chargers take over first and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
David Onyemata brought it
That's
down.
it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And 8 at the 24-yard line.
On second down, this is Jackson.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Onyemata brought him down. A 5-yard pickup on the play.
Herbert on third down now. That's caught by Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Justin Jackson.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. Two of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. First and 10. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Mike Williams, the intended target. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. Draw play, it's Eckler. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Herbert now on second down. He'll get this to Eckler. Give him 3 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
28.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 39. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Herbert. Flushed out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And a pass complete here to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. From the gun, Rodgers. It's caught by Sanders. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. He'll look to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. And this one complete to Smith. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. This is Hunt. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll look to throw. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between.
Throw